Yo. So, I'm down here in the Wizard's lab because this is the wizard, Mr. Scott, and this is his invention, the Mindbender, who I am a Mindbender. I get to play a lot of that too. But he has got this crazy ass... Well, let's just watch. I'm zoomed in. So this is a subwoofer under what kind of plate again?
It's actually like a material you use on a remote control aircraft plane.
Okay.
For its skin, like super lightweight but rigid. That's what I've been making these membranes out of most lately.
Because seeing the Mindbender able to create these patterns. This is some absolutely wild. Music and sound, man. It's an immutable law of the universe. And just watching this, you're just watching the effect of sound waves coming through and hitting these. Are they powders? Like,
it's a whole bunch of different stuff. I use maybe 200 different chemicals or more that I've been messing with, and kind of have to learn what. I have to study a bit about what's safe and what not to mix, but it's been part of the fun. And I've actually filed 2 patents on this already. One for some of the physics going on with this material as you're seeing here, and one of them for the system itself as a haptic interface Mindbender does. And so this is what's really cool and relevant to the Mindbender. You can do this. I can plug a guitar in with an EBO and I get stuff. I can do it with my voice. You could have a whole 3-piece band, and I have cameras set up and a projector, so you could have a live show where your band is playing. And each instrument is represented by visuals on a screen, right? But the Mindbender does something totally different. So when you think about this note, on a piano, okay? The string on a piano to get this note is huge, super long, playable length. So on a Mindbender, it's so floppy, right?
you can reproduce that long string effect.
But on a much lower, much shorter thing. And so the looseness of the string to get the same note on a grand piano is literally a magnitude or more of difference of flexibility. So if you think about the low note on a piano and that string, that low note on the piano, the string is stretched still crazy tight. And so when you're plucking that note, it's playing that note, but it's only swinging. The string's only swinging a tiny, tiny amount comparatively to this. When you're playing the same note, but you only have this amount of travel, then it's just this crazy, huge, floppy thing. And so what that does in the visual imprint of the string is it's this wide band of sound instead of just like a note.
This That's why I don't know. Like, when I first came down here a couple years ago, and you put me on this thing, and it was just like I plugged into it, and this is again part of. I love being part of this whole thing because this is. I mean, so that we're not going to get edited out on this video for putting this if this goes online. This is pretty frackin' crazy and jumpin' Jehoshaphat in the parlance of my grandfather. But this is absolutely just wild, and the patterns and everything else. It's like watching the universe explode.
Yes. In fact, well, I won't get into all that on camera right now. So
That's okay. We'll turn off the.
I still got packs and things to work on. I'm trying to finish up before I finish, but this is all just the dry stuff. I've been working with, experimenting with.
I've seen the wet stuff online.
Yeah, and some of that stuff is primordial. I mean, they're things.
God. This is so wild to watch. But probably have to turn the video off here in just a second because we gotta let people get to sleep. But this has been an absolute this is wild to have come down and just because of the tail end of the video. What? Okay, that's coming later. See ya.